she has a dog and he gives a prediction. He's never wrong as we are jumping into game 2.
Oh my goodness, Weezy.
Outplay versus Empire. And we are seeing Zane in the jungle. And it is going to be T with the Fanny in the XP lane.
Here we go. And I did, oh my god, for the viewers here watching this, we already know who is the queen of predictions, right? It's going to be me. Weezy, I'm sorry, but no. We're going to see. Oh! Iron Hook already landing, but we do see a little bit of a brawl situation already happening in the mid side. A lot of pressure already.
Yeah, a lot of pressure already. And looking at the top side, you know, looking at the Fanny by T, still running the high and dry, can give a little bit of a problem over to Galaxy if he is not careful. But what T has to offer is the split push capability, especially what we've seen in the last match. That was their problem. They were letting the marksman or the XP lane run to the opposing side and burst down the minions for management when it came to the late objectives. But when we have this Fanny, it changes the entire game.
Do you see already? The wave clear is going to be much faster towards T, which is going to kind of delay Galaxy's lane clearage, but we should potentially see T walking down into the marksman lane soon once he pops his ult. Coming in from clearing the waves is able to deny Zia's farm potential, as we do know that Fanny with the steel cables is allowed to run around the map very easily with no punish, as they have no suppression coming in from Ackerman.
Yeah, no pressure indeed, and this is going to be a crazy game on the way, but T gonna have to be careful. You know, he definitely does not have the energy, so he's gonna have to recall a lot and pick his fights carefully up against Galaxy, who's very sustainable in this lane. But another thing we have to keep our eyes on is Nicolette with the positioning. We've seen it in the last match, did run the Eve and was running up against an upscale battle with a lot of heroes that could dive into the backline, and this is a similar story. You have T on the Fanny, you have Yato as well to be able to get back there and stop that feathered airstrike from dropping down, but Nicolette may not be a problem as she has been known for her positioning.
Do you see? Aggro, there it is! It's going to be a little bit of a trade though, but ISO seems to be left untouched.
And now, down with the feathered airstrike from Nicolette, Kush is going to go ahead and use that heavy spin and able to secure this turtle. First turtle of the day claimed by Ackerman, 1-1 on the scoreboard.
But that is still to the favor of BTK, right? ISO hasn't been taken off the board, but Zia has. But is also able to get a trade off of T. But Zane already is going to go ahead and start farming his way back around. And we do see the lane clearage is just going to be a little bit slow in Galaxy's lane.
Yeah, definitely having to be careful. Both teams realizing how important it is to take this slow. We've seen a 30-minute game for the first match of this best of 5. Keep in mind, whoever loses this series will be knocked down to the lower bracket. Whoever claims victory in this series will be able to relax with ease and wait for playoff day 2 tomorrow to go up against Outplay, formerly known as the Ohio Brothers. And now looking at T, I really want to see how he kind of plays into this role with his Fanny for the XP lane.
It looks like they're looking for a little bit of aggro on the bot side. Feather airstrikes
is going to go down. You are going to see Joybosh and ISO still in a good position, but Tyrant's Revenge on the way in. The go away has been activated by ISO. Heavy spin onto the wall. ISO finds Toinks just in time, though, and is still able to hold on to this turret. Joybosh with Iron Hook Finish Rage going out from afar. Zia still maintaining that pressure and trying to claim as much gold as possible on this turret. But Kid Kush caught off guard by Yato. 3-1, BTK leading in kills on the scoreboard.
And that is still the advantage being set by BTK, right? But we are looking at the kill score is ahead for BTK, but the gold is still not as deficit as we would like to see. But we are seeing a lot of pressure again on the bot side. Toinks is trying to wind up and give a lot of vision over to Zia, but this turtle fight might just set the tone for this next fight over here for this objective.
And that's the key word right there, tone, right? What team can set the tone and lead the pace in the early game? BTK with a slight advantage, already pulling the aggro of this turtle, and you need to find a way to either deny it or claim a turret on the opposing side. They are going to go in for the denial. Kush, last minute, dives in with the retribution and claims the turtle for Ackerman. Heavy spin onto Yato, who is going to flicker out just in time. Galaxy is going to find Joybosh on his way out. And now MLBB Zane, taking some damage from Galaxy, is going to go back to his farm rotation.
And that is going to be a turtle coming in from Kush. Very well done retry coming in the last second, comboed in with a heavy spin. Now we do see a lot of skirmishes though happening in that bot side. That's a pressure that you want to give because they know that T is going to just continuously harp on those lanes. It's going to go ahead and clear and have the advantage. So they're going to take the time to go in. But here we go.
Tarnish raids onto the wall. Kush finds ISO. Huge play for Ackerman to be able to claim this turret. Joybot running in with the conceal play alongside Yato, but can't get there in time. Is going to go ahead and use that iron hook, but looks like Zia may be able to take down this turret. Yes, he does. And you are going to see Kush and Toinks conceal play out.
Like Kush, heavy spin, locked out.
On the Joybot, not sure if that was the right decision. Galaxy is going to find T off screen though, which means he is going to be able to claim this turret. 2 turrets, 5 minutes in, secured by Ackerman.
That is a trade from the bot side to the top side, but I would like to see Zia still stay online, but ISO is looking at the same KDA as Zia, but I feel like there should be a little more pressure, but here's the pressure.
We are going to see the Tyrant's Revenge. Possible knock up onto Moba Zane. Galaxy rushing in, trying to take down Zane, but a little too far. T is going to find Galaxy, is going to go ahead and punish him. BTK still trying to hold on to this turret in the mid lane and able to defend Ackerman for pushing in.
And that was a beautiful feather strike, airstrike coming in from Nicolette. Was able to force them all back, which might be a turret trade in this mid side, as no one is there currently to defend it, but Mosaic might be a little bit too late.
It's going to be too late. He is definitely going to be able to take that down with ease and able to punish the separation from BTK.
And here it goes. Aggro towards Ackerman once again on this turtle. And looks like BTK is just going to look for a trade on that top side as everyone is making their way up there.
See Joybot's wrapping around, trying to kind of get a stun onto Galaxy. Almost got caught with the stun, but hit by the iron hook, and now a possible pick off. Galaxy trying to sustain himself, still able to hold off that lane, but Kush is going to be able to secure the turtle battle on the bottom side, as you did see T swap lanes, taking advantage of this fanning the XP lane with mobility. But top side fight on the way, Feather Airstrike goes down, clearing the minions. Moba Zane still out trying to open up the map for BTK.
And look at that bot side, right? I think T knows that he's not going to be able to do much with Toinks right by Zia. Denies the Fanny from being able to cable around, but Joybot is just looking for Zia and was able to use his concealed scare vision, but not enough to secure a kill. But ooh,
we're seeing that battle over the purple buff. Iron hook with the flicker back into the team of BTK for pick off, but Kush with the heavy spin just in time, pinning Joybot onto the wall. You are going to see Yato with the Yin Yang overturn doing some damage onto Ackerman, trying to push him out of the jungle of BTK, able to hold him off with claiming some more real estate.
And that was a purple buff into the hands of Kush, and just dropping Zia low. That wasn't really I would say a good trade, right? There was no bodies dropped, but that was still an objective taken away, which is going to go ahead and move their buff as well. But we are going to see a potential setup now towards that bot side. Map will be shifted towards that Lord, as Lord is coming up in about 40 seconds. But let's take a really quick look at KDAs right now. T is sitting at 2-2. Would like to see a little bit more kills, though, into the favor of T, knowing that Zia is still running around freely, is able to still farm as well. But we got to always realize that Toinks is going to be right next to him to deny those steel cables. Know that Joybot is coming with 3 assists, almost 100% KP participation over there, but we do see a lot of damage being done on T from Galaxy. Famous Fighter stance is going to have to be popped to kind of proxy these lanes, but here it goes, a setup towards this Lord.
Yeah, setup on the way. BTK getting ready for positioning, controlling the map in terms of wave management. And this is what we've seen them have a slight advantage in for round 1. And now T rushing in, taking a lot of damage from Galaxy. Able to clear the minions, recall back, kind of fill up that tank again with that energy. But Nicolette, Feather Airstrike down! Picks up a kill just in time before T can recall.
That was a beautiful wings by wings and a very rushed rotation to take T, which means ooh.
Iron hook with the suppression of the bloody hunt, and BTK to follow through. Toinks has been bursted down by Yato. Finish Ray dropping down, but not able to hit any members of BTK. Lord aggro has been pulled. A battle in the Lord pit on the way. Iron hook yet again from Joybot. The man does not miss, but Zia still in play, is going to try and take this push yet again with the heavy spin, and the retribution secures this Lord for Ackerman, and now they need to get out. Moba Zane on the chase. The iron hook again from Joybot, not missing the mark, takes down Kush. Moba Zane able to secure that kill off of that assist.
But that is still a Lord into the favor of Ackerman, right? And was able to take that objective, which is going to cause them a little bit of assurance. But here we go.
Ooh, time to Cyrus Rage. Nicolette takes down ISO. You are seeing the bouncing ball from Twinks hitting Mobazane. Not really going to face him. Looks like they are still trying to maintain this pressure, even though they don't have the Lord and they've lost this mid lane turret. It does not phase them. They're still trying to let the world know they are ready to move on to the playoffs in top 3.
They are, and they are showing who is going to take this win home. We are looking at the Lord still marching down, but Twinks.
Bad situation, possibly. Joy Bosch, Yato taking some damage, but T is going to rush in, but quickly taken down by Zia. Fanny not really working in his favor so far. 2-4-0 KDA, and Kush coming alive as we are now at the 10-minute mark, has now trickled into the mid-game.
Now, Fanny needs this purple buff in order to sustain a little bit of damage, but without that, you're going to see that punish happen, but Galaxy just got hooked.
Did get hooked, and hooked the cameraman as well. Galaxy is going to go ahead and take down Joy Boss, but on the bottom side, Zia is going to go ahead and claim a turret as that Lord does fall.
See the rotation to the top side. Zia, oh my goodness, getting dropped dangerously low, but T
is going to rush in. He can't get the pick up, but needs the cable in time. Finds Zia. Now the heavy spin from Kush on the chase. Is going to use the retribution. Tries to slow down T, but he may be able to get out of there with the cables. Yes, he does. Mobazane is going to be a brick wall to deny Ackerman from pushing any further to his teammates.
He was solo. I wasn't able to translate that into a kill. Now we do see the wave's getting a little bit pushed up in the start of BTK, but Ackerman still has the advantage. 6-1 turret trade. They're only down 1 turret compared to BTK. They just lost so much from that Lord fight in that one scrimmage. Maybe T running this Fanny was the answer, but ISO.
Caught by the feathered airstrike, killing spree activated. This is letting you know Nicolette is online. One of the best mages when it comes to positioning, when it comes to artillery, and definitely thriving so far for today's match. As you are seeing Ackerman having a slight advantage, 9-8, and has claimed 6 turrets from BTK.
Absolutely. Now we do see the neutral objective coming up in about 20 seconds, so everyone is going to start shifting their focus over. And I want to harp on it again. These Lord fights aren't going to be easy, right? It's all about that macro micro where everything is starting to go into the little itty-bitty things, just like Wheezy said. So we're going to either see a full 5-man shove into that Lord, or we're going to see a split push, and T definitely has the advantage to do so.
Yeah, and speaking of advantage, just harping in on Nicolette yet again. T needs to find a way to get to the backline, but finding a way to get to Mobazane with a heavy spin. Kush is going to take him down. BTK on the chase. Bloody Hunt goes out for suppression onto Zia. Can't get out of there. Hit with the Iron Hook. Rocking that Wind of Nature, but Yato with the magic damage is going to take him down. Go away does drop down as well. Galaxy finding Yato to respond while Kush is making work of this Lord. Galaxy with the stun onto ISO, but the Iron Hook for the denial, trying to protect his marksman, but ISO in a bad situation. T finds Nicolette in the back line. Galaxy finds ISO. 3 members down for the Bloodthirsty Kings. 2 members down for Ackerman, and Kush and Galaxy trying to take the sword from Twinks on the denial from Joy Bosch.
You're not done yet, Wheezy.
Ooh, I'm not done, but you know who is done? Joy Bosch, who cannot escape from that 3v1 situation. Overall, a good trade for Ackerman to be able to claim this Lord and move forward with this map.
That was a shutdown coming in from T on Nicolette, but that is still not the right trade that you wanted to see. And honestly, let's be real here. I think Joy Bosch's hook just killed ISO. On the Melissa, he dragged Galaxy right back. So I guess the hook was into Galaxy's favor. He's just like, ooh, take me back. And just did take ISO off now, but they are still marksmen, and the Kagura are still up on the board, so still we should be able to clear this Lord with no issue unless a fight breaks out, and we're about to see. We need to take a deep breath. Concealed play, here we go.
Nice drop down from Ackerman. Possible pickoff on the way as Lord is making his way on the top side into the high ground turret. Down it goes. Base has been opened up for the Bloodthirsty Kings. Now their backs are against the wall. They do have 1 win under their belt, but Ackerman trying to even out the odds, trying to even out the scoreboard. There's the heavy spin onto Zane. High ground turret in the mid lane does drop in favor for Ackerman. Zia finds Yato. Joy Boss can still plays back for some regen. ISO taken down just in time from Zia for a double kill. There we see Zane, Joy Boss, and T trying to hold off the full team of Ackerman. Galaxy frontline positioning. Mobazane finds him, takes him down. Feather airstrike drops down on the spawn. Mobazane takes down Toinks with the double kill to Petrify and Zia. Taken down by T. Killing spree has been activated. You're going to see T rush back in, picks up a double, finds Nicolette. This is where the Fanny comes alive. This is where the Fanny thrives. And T with the triple kill is going to find another and take down Kush for a full wipeout on Ackerman, as you are seeing their base very low. But it looks like T is going to go in to try and clear out these minions and open up the map for BTK.
And that is an advantage that BTK needs right now. They do have their back still up against the wall. There are still going to be time for Ackerman to bounce right back right now. But that is a full wipeout for Ackerman. Now they got to be careful. One misfight from here on out is going to cost them their win. And we do see 2 members, 3 members, 4 members, and now 5 soon. Back up. The neutral objective is going to be up in about 40 seconds, and they have to make this work out in their favor. But BTK still has a lot to look for in a trade.
Definitely a lot to look for. 15 minutes in, ISO able to claim yet another turret. A huge advantage for BTK to turn this around. And again, similar situation to game 1. Down to the wire, down to what happens in these skirmishes between these two amazing teams. The second place team versus the third place team. BTK versus Ackerman in game 2.
And we are looking at that 16-minute mark, which means these lords are just going to get heavier and harder and much harder to deal with once somebody picks it up from each side. So we're going to see these setup coming in from Ackerman. They just came off of a fresh wipeout, so they've got to be careful as BTK can swing this around. But T's going to go look for that split potential as well. So this might be a 4v5 fight. And here we are seeing the Lord dance once again.
Yeah, and now with the Fanny in play, it's going to be a different story, as BTK is going to have even more of an advantage for the split push potential, as if they didn't have it enough already in match 1. That is definitely something Ackerman is going to have to look out for, as you're already seeing it yet again. A battle of patience, Zane versus Kush, a battle of retribution between 2 of North America's finest, and the question is who will be able to take it. You've seen them fighting toe-to-toe so far in match 1 and trickling their way into game 2 over this battle of retribution. A still from both sides, one after another, but you gotta admire their patience on these objectives.
And we do see the Lord hands still hanging out, but ooh, that is not
T.
fun.
Good advantage, 1 member down for BTK. Maybe what Ackerman needs to be able to take this objective, and they are rushing in, going all out. ISO trying to find a member of Ackerman. Procs the immortality from Toinks. Lord at about a quarter of HP. Go away. Has been procced by ISO. Toinks with the stun just in time. Galaxy finds ISO. You are going to see Joybosh take down Toinks as well. The suppression from Nicolette trying to pick up yet another kill all by himself. You are going to see Joybosh take a kill onto Nicolette. Mobazane in a bad situation. 2v1. Zia is going to take him down. This may be the game winner. You are going to see Galaxy rush in, trying to find yet another kill, but patience is a virtue, and he understands that he is not going to overstay his welcome. They have the wave management. They have the map control to possibly close this out, and they also are going to be seeing this Lord spawn in here momentarily in favor for Ackerman.
Look at them trying to stall out the wave. Zia's going to go ahead and tick off that turret. Now lands a hook, but that is a tank jungle, so it doesn't have the right insurance to start melting down. But we are seeing a sinkage of the Lord. 3 members up, and the same goes for BTK. And here we go. Are we going to see a closeout right now?
This is what they need. Ackerman needs to find a way to do this, but look at T rushing to the back line with the steel cables. The denial from Kush with the heavy spin to keep Zia alive. Yato being punished. Kush is going to find him. Lord does fall in the hands of BTK. They are trying to stop Ackerman from evening out this series, and they may be able to do it. As you are going to see the Iron Hook connect onto Toinks just in time, but Toinks is going to use the Tyrant's Rage to get a stun onto Joybosh. ISO going to find Toinks. Feather airstrike going down from Nicolette for the zone is control. Galaxy in a bad situation, hit by Muddles. Immortality has been procced. ISO out for blood, out for a kill. Galaxy able to get out just in time. Down to the wire. Now we may be seeing a 20-minute game or even further, as both teams still unable to find a way to close this out.
We are looking at another ping pong game. We are going back and forth. BTK literally has no high ground turrets up, but they are literally risking everything to put their bodies forward to defend that base crystal over there. And the Lord has been melted down as well. So we are seeing another Lord fight happening soon. And we do see T fighting that split push area right now, as T is going to go and pick up this blue, willingly giving it up for T. So he's going to have that energy now, and he knows that he can burst down Zia. So if Zia is taken off the board with no marksman, they might be able to win this, but that's only if T can get either Zia or Nicolette. It's just one of those.
And one thing we got to keep in mind with T running this Fanny is he has the split push capability to be able to clear these minions. Wave management, definitely a key factor, especially when it comes to these neutral objectives, these Luminous Lords. And that is definitely the game plan for BTK. Ackerman fell short on that in match 1. And I think BTK realized that, and they're trying to make the most out of that situation to make it a little bit harder and even easier for them to be able to close this game out past 20 minutes when it comes to these Lord engagements.
Absolutely. Now we do see the Lord coming in again in a couple seconds. Nicolette is looking for somebody, and looks like she's just going to sit there and possibly take off T, potentially from split pushing. And she's being really patient right now. And look at Zia working his way down, possibly wanting to take out T on this Fanny.
Yeah, that's right. But looks like he is going to go ahead and recall. No, he is going to stay there. Wave management again in favor for BTK. This is what they need to do. Force a member from Ackerman back to the base for defense. And when they do that, they don't have the numbers to contest these neutral objectives. But look at T rushing into Nicolette, a little over aggressive, almost bursted down. Now Galaxy rushing with the bravest fighter. This is where it comes to that battle of patience, a chess game when it comes to these Luminous Lord objectives.
Yep, and here we go. We're going to see that Lord fight happen once again. Whew. Easy. We're gonna have to have a little bit of a conversation, because this is gonna have a little bit of take a little bit of time. So, how's your day today, Wheezy?
Oh, it's going good, but this battle is going great as it is on the way. Mobazang taken down by Zia. Huge play for Ackerman. Heavy spin from Kush, able to possibly secure the retribution, is able to secure it for Ackerman. Oh my goodness, Joyboss does connect with Iron Hook. Hook takes down ISO. Joyboss left alone, needs to get out of there. Galaxy trying to take him down, both very low. The bloody hunt for the suppression. Justice Blaze going out. Kush with the frontline presence is going to find the knockup on the Joyboss. Immortality has been procced, and down he goes, unable to sustain himself against the 4-man team of Ackerman. And you are going to see this Lord make his way up the mid lane.
And that is a full 5-man shoved up against 2 members. And talk about 2 members, very squishy. Here we go.
And this may be it. Ackerman was able to flip the script, turn it around. Look at Galaxy trying to do some damage. Nicolette finds Yato. Immortality has been procced on a T, and he's been taken down. A full wipeout on the Bloodthirsty Kings as Kush takes down T, and looks like Ackerman is able to secure game 2. The scoreboard is even. We are moving on to match 3. Outplay, or BTK going up against Ackerman. But it was an outplay. That was definitely an outplay. And I gotta say, I gotta give them credit. Man, down to the